Hey guys, so I think this is going to be the first video in my channel. I've had it for a while, right? So I created it a while back, but I haven't really posted up content. I find it so difficult for me to do content and do work because usually I'm by myself, and if I have like a couple other people with me, I'm doing like a major project in like a bank or hotels, and I just don't feel comfortable really recording content like that, especially like the kind of content that other YouTubers are putting up. So I haven't really gone around to doing it, but been seeing some hype regarding this bad boy right here, the Vortex Lite. Super dirty, don't mind it. I haven't been able to clean it because I'm constantly busy. But I think at this point I'm probably really familiar with this machine, and I'm able to really give some insights into how I use it and really get the word out, just because I have so many hours. I've been doing this for 3 years. I started with this machine, this diesel heater, and I started with a trailer, and now I moved up to a Ram ProMaster. So it's a big difference in my setup. So I currently have a ProBot for a floor machine and this Rayborg, running 200 feet of hose. Got a bunch of tools back there. I do a lot of really floor care, not really carpets, but I do carpets for commercial. So right now I'm at a hotel. I'm not doing a big job. I'm kind of doing this for free, just for me. I'm gonna be trying out grease heater today. I'm not really dealing with a greasy floor, but I'm using it for the enzymes and just to test it out. So what happened was they had a flood. They had an ice machine break on the second floor, and it leaked down into the first, and it stinks. The carpet stinks. So I'm just gonna clean it out. They dried it already, but I'm gonna just go clean it and see if I can get it to smell better, just because guests have been complaining about it. But I'm doing it for free because this hotel is pretty much my like test hotel. They give me work, but whenever something comes up, they'll call me, and I'm like, you know what, yeah, let me go try it if it's something new that I've never done. And I've done this before, obviously, but I want to try the chemical. And I'm, they become really close friends with me, and they've provided me with a lot of work, not just in this hotel, but in hotels across the state. This is the one that opened the door for me. So I'm always trying to just help these guys out and just do little things here and there for them, and it's paid off a lot, tremendously. So I'm gonna just cut the video right here for right now, and then show you what I'm doing on the inside. Let's see. I probably won't talk too much, so I'll probably just do a voiceover, just because I don't want to be talking in there, and there could be guests, So we'll see how it goes from there. So the other thing I'm going to test out with this grease heater is these chairs. So I have done them, like a couple of them before, but this material, it's not really a fabric, it's more like plasticky. Here at this hotel, and this chain of hotels technically has a lot of these same couches. So they're trying to provide me with a lot more work if I can get these clean. If I can do a good job on this one right here, they're gonna give me the work to do the whole hotels for all their upholstery, because they have these little chairs too. So I'm gonna try grease heater, because I tried something a little softer, something more for like upholstery, and it just did not work. So I'm gonna try this, see if this will break through and get it clean for me, just so I can get this work. So if this works out, I'll be doing this hotel and probably like another 10 of the exact same ones here in Texas, possibly going all the way to Chicago. So that could be a lot more work just doing upholstery. And of course I do the carpets. I did the carpets here a few months ago, just low moisture. I used my ProBot and Atomic, but yeah, you can see this carpet is already kind of kind of dirty a little bit right there. It's not too bad. But I did these a few months ago and they came out great. And I do pretty much low moisture on all my hotels, but I think I'll be doing this one again this towards the end of the year, hot water extraction, because a new person took over these properties that I've been at recently, and she wants to do like a super deep clean, so I need to provide an estimate for them. So hopefully grease eater is the answer. If not, I'm going to try the higher trashed pH that Magic Wand sells. I've had really good luck with Magic Wand products. I really like their products because, one, there's not a big variety to choose from. You just get what you need and it works, and the cost is usually lower because they're super concentrated. So I'm not buying like 10 different chemicals just because they smell different. I'm just like, let me just do 2 or 3 and get everything with that. I do have other chemicals. I'm not like just a 100% Magic Wand customer. I do have some other stuff from other companies like TMF and other things that I get when I'm like in Houston, where they have carpet cleaning stores. But I always end up going back to the Magic Wand products. They always work best for me, and I save a lot more money with them. So I really don't stock up on other stuff. If I have it, I have it, and I use it here and there. But yeah, I use Oxy Blaster. I use Trash Green. I'm trying Grease Eater. I use Atomic for all my low moisture stuff. And I might be getting a couple of the other products because they just work and they smell great, and customers love them. Every time I use a Magic Wand product, customers love the way they smell, either because there's very little scent or they smell fresh, and they're usually green products, so they're safe for their pets, and their kids. So we'll be spraying this one down and see what happens. Yeah. All right, guys. So I hope you can hear me. I'm using my AirPods to record this audio. I'm just leaving the hotel. I'm gonna come back in about an hour. I'm gonna go have lunch. But what's going on is I used the grease eater. It looked great. You could see the difference between the section that I cleaned and didn't clean on the carpet, and because I only did like a little, maybe like 3 by 6 or 7 area, and you can definitely see the difference. And I hit that spot specifically because that's the spot that got all the water and it stinks. So that grease eater, man, smells good. Everybody was commenting like, wow, that smells so good. So I was really happy with that, and so the results look pretty good. Hopefully once it dries, the smell is gone because of the enzymes in the grease eater. And I used grease eater also on the upholstery. I don't think I got video of me actually running the upholstery wand over it, but it came out great. I think I still got to hit it again on one little section because there were some deep water stains on one side. So I'm gonna go back right now after lunch to go check it. They put a fan on to dry, and gonna hit it with a little mix of trash screen and rub it into the stain to see if that removes that watermark. It did lighten up, definitely, but because it's still wet, you can see it. So I want to see what it looks like once it's fully dry. But so far, so good, man. Like, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Vortex. I know there's a lot of discussion online. I see it all the time on like the forums on Facebook. I'm not very active on Facebook. In fact, I don't even have like a real profile because I really don't like Facebook, but I did it just so I could make my business page. And so I did join the carpet cleaning forums that are on there, and there's always like, oh no, you need a real truck mount. Those ETMs, they're crap. You know, they're only good for like 100 feet, 50 feet. Like, nah, dude. I regularly run 200 feet off of mine. I do hotels, I do banks. I have a major contract with a major international bank. So I do like 33 properties for them. And it's actually more because some properties have a separate building for their drive-throughs. So it could be closer to like 50 if I'm being honest. And I do everything for them. I do upholstery, I do carpet, I do tile, I do their VCT, which is strip and wax. Sometimes they'll call me to do like cleaning of their drive-through equipment because they get dirty. So I'll do that too. And man, like everything is great with the Vortex. I've not had a problem. The only downside to some of the work I do is that they have closed door policy, so I can't run it from my van. So I have to take it in and run it, and so I'm not using heat. So that is a limiting factor on my machine, just because the heat speeds things up. I still do a great job, but it's a little bit slower. So something that might take me 3 hours might take me 3.5, 4 hours. It adds a little bit of time just because I do a lot of like stuff that has wax on it, so I'm trying to break it up and things like that with the towel spinner, and the heat definitely helps. But my machine's been great. Like I said, 200 feet, not all the time. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying, yeah, I'm always using 200 feet and everything comes out amazing. Not like I hardly ever use 200 feet like regularly. Like, so let me rephrase that. I do use it regularly, but not like an every week or every day type thing. Like the max that you really do is like 150 feet, especially for residential. I try not to focus too much on residential. I really try to focus on my commercial, but if I'm doing a house, I'm usually between 100 or 150 feet, only because I don't have a 25-foot hose, or else I'd really only be using 125 feet, to be honest. Like probably like 95% of the time, 90% of the time. But yeah, I've only done a couple houses where I need 200 feet because they were like mansions, and you know, where I had to park to get to the other end of the house was definitely 200 feet. But man, everything came out great. Carpets dried fairly quick. With the Vortex, I don't have any complaints. I've never had a complaint of a customer saying, "Oh, my carpets are wet," after I leave. Usually, they're commenting like, "Hey, the carpets are actually kind of dry when I'm putting everything up." So they're like, "You think we could walk on it?" I'm like, yeah, go ahead and walk on it, but just, you know, wear your sandals or something, your house shoes, because it is still a little damp. You know, I'm not delusional and saying, "Oh yeah, no, it's dry." No, you know, maybe if you're using like a $50,000 truck mount, okay, they're pretty much dry. But no matter what, even if you're using an entry-level truck mount, it's still gonna be kind of wet, right? So yeah, so I just wanted to speak on that and let people know, like, hey, you know, the Vortex Lite, it is a serious machine. You can run a legit business off of it. You can do commercial, and you can do residential. I do veterinary clinics. In fact, I'm actually driving in front of one of my last veterinary clinics that I've done. I do hotels, and entire hotels, not like just one room at a time. Like, nah, I'm doing like whole hotels, you know, in a span of like 2 or 3 days. And I'm doing banks, and a lot of just regular commercial stuff that comes up. You know, I get called for all this random stuff. So there's a Black Bear Diner that I'm driving by. They called me when they were first opening because they just couldn't get some stuff clean. So I went in and I did this Black Bear Diner right there. This Black Bear Diner right there. I went in, I did everything for them, clean before their opening. And so I get called randomly for a lot of commercial stuff. So I would assume that's like considered a small commercial, right? Yeah, I do whole hotels. And I'm not talking about like the cheap little 40-room hotels, random spots, like motels type thing. I'm like, nah, I'm constantly doing Marriotts and Holiday Inns and Residence Inns and all those kinds of hotels. So yeah, so don't be scared of the ETM. Don't let the people that don't have any real experience with it scare you out of trying it or owning it. I'm definitely glad I use this for my business because I have the best of both worlds. I run it out of my van, and if I need to take it down, I definitely take it down and I run it from the inside. So yeah, so Magic Wand products are really, really good. Taff is an incredible teacher. I've learned so much from him. He's helped me start my business. He helped me pretty much have the game plan, what I needed to do to grow. I also have some other friends around the country that do the same thing, even though they're a little bit of haters on the ETM, right, Leo? Nah, just playing. He's helped me grow tremendously. Actually, Leo's pretty much family. He's my cousin, so he's helped me grow my business. When I have a problem, I call him, and he usually guides me through, and we share ideas off of each other. We bounce ideas off of each other because he's well versed in a lot of things, and I've become pretty well versed in some things, and so we share ideas off of each other, and it's been good. And whenever something's like really difficult and I really need advice, I just hit up Taff at Magic Wand, and man, everything's been great, especially with him when it comes to learning how to run my business. And if something goes wrong, it's usually easy to fix on these machines. You're not there having to take it into like John Don or something like that to go get your truck mount fixed or ordering all these crazy parts. The most major thing I've had to do is just rig it up to where as soon as you plug it in, the machine starts because the switch burned out. But I've only had to do that once. I did recently have to replace a fan. Well, not replace it, but I worked on it because the fans are so powerful that it sucked in the foam filter because the metal mesh filter had corroded. So I was like, man, so I had to open the fan up and take all the pieces out. But once we did that, thank God my cousin is like really good with electronics and mechanical work. So man, it's actually working stronger than ever. So it's really, really good. So today's job, I only ran 50 feet. It wasn't crazy. It wasn't like a long job because luckily it was right there outside the entrance. But man, you could hear the suction going off. You could hear all of that going down with the suction. And it sounds like that at 100 feet. It sounds maybe just a tad bit less at 150 feet. And at 200 feet, yeah, you could definitely hear a difference, but it's still strong. It's still really, really strong. So Vortex Lite for the win. When I go back to the hotel, maybe I'll show you the after with the cushion. Like I said, there was a water spot that's still there, but that has nothing to do with the machine not doing its job. That's more of a chemistry type thing, trying to figure it out and offering like exceptional service. All right, guys, peace out.